Let's say you're thinking about living in San Diego, or maybe you already live in San Diego and you're wondering what other San Diegans do for fun. In this video, I thought I'd talk about 7 of my favorite things to do here in San Diego. And well, let's face it, I'm not that different, so you might like to do them as well. Starting with number 1, I like to go to the beach. Who doesn't like going to the beach? It's San Diego. Like I said in my last video, if you saw it. I don't know about you, but when someone says San Diego to me, I think about 2 different things right away. I think about amazing weather, and I usually start to think about the beaches. When it comes down to which beach I'm gonna go to, that is a different story. I like being down on the sand, but which beach I'm gonna go to kind of depends on what I'm planning to do at the beach. If I'm gonna relax, or if I'm going to the beach just to relax, throw down my beach chair maybe, lie back, close my eyes, I'm probably heading to Mission Beach. It's not easy, but it's not impossible to park in Mission. Although there are several big parking lots in that area that fill up really fast on the weekends and holidays. So if you're planning to use those parking lots, make sure you get there early. I tend to go in the area near kind of Old Mission Beach. Doesn't really have a dedicated parking lot. I park on Mission Boulevard. So I usually throw on my backpack chair, grab something to drink, some snacks, and that's about all I need. A big plus down in Mission is going to be you have the boardwalk. So if I'm feeling a little more active, I'll walk up to maybe Crystal Pier or down to Belmont Park near the roller coaster and just do some amazing people watching. All right, so the second thing I like to do in San Diego is go out for dinner in Little Italy. I like the food, but I wouldn't call myself a foodie by any means. That being said, I like a lot of the restaurants in Little Italy. All right, so this is gonna be India Street in Little Italy. So you can see behind me, we have the Little Italy sign, pretty famous. Anyway, this is gonna be where a lot of the restaurants are. You're gonna have restaurants this way. You're gonna have restaurants that way. And you're also gonna have restaurants on Kettner. There's a ton of restaurants down here. It's literally probably the best place in San Diego to go out to dinner and to grab a bite to eat. Some of my favorites are going to be Mona Lisa for sure. Monello is going to be on my list. Philippines, Zinc is pretty good. Crack Shack. I know it seems a little strange to order fried chicken in Little Italy, but trust me, just try it. It's amazing. It's actually it's a cool place to sit down as well. So I mean, it's all open door and outdoors. They have TVs, they have an amazing bar there as well. It's a good little scene, so check it out. It's gonna be the Crack Shack. Pretty cool, right? Not your typical fried chicken. Nona's also gonna be good on India Street. Right next door to that is gonna be Mimo's. Great restaurant. If you're looking for something maybe a little more fancy, hit up Born and Raised, which also has an amazing rooftop. The place right now to be seen, maybe in Little Italy, probably San Diego, is going to be Barbusa. So it's a very popular hotspot. All right, go. So this is going to be Barbusa. I'm going to walk you through. They do indoor and outdoor dining. Super nice place to eat. So, and then right next door is going to be Born and Raised. Let's check this out. Stripped. You have that upstairs dining, and then you have, or downstairs dining, you have the upstairs rooftop, which is cool. For pizza by the slice, if you want to grab a slice of pizza, a couple slices of pizza, I would recommend either Landini's in Little Italy or Mr. Moto. Mr. Moto just opened a few months ago. Both are really good, so you can't go wrong. If you're having a fish and chips craving, looking to catch maybe a soccer game, hit up the Princess Pub. I probably eat from Mona Lisa the most, followed closely now by Mr. Moto if I'm grabbing my food down there. So all the places that I just mentioned are great. At least I think so. My third favorite thing to do, and I do it almost every day, is going to be walking along the Harbor Walk. So kind of over around the San Diego Bay. So The walkway, it literally stretches for miles. It starts in front of the Bayfront Hilton near Petco Park in East Village, and it stretches all the way past, or all the way into Harbor Island in Point Loma, if you count the sidewalks. So you're going to have amazing views of the San Diego Bay pretty much all the way, the entire walkway. You can check out the boats. I don't think this video is going to do that yacht justice. It is absolutely gigantic. So I'm down here closer to the Hilton Bayfront, just on the Bay Walk here. I call it the Harbor Walk, but it's the Bay Walk. And if you're down here, it's behind the convention center. You got to check out these crazy yachts. I mean, there's always a bunch of them. Sometimes there was one last week had a helicopter on the back of it. Another one had a basketball court on the top. These things are enormous, so you definitely got to check it out if you're down here. It's super amazing. There's restaurants along the way. You can break off onto Embarcadero Island north or even south. Actually, check out South Embarcadero if you haven't been there in a while or ever. They just opened up the walkway around the new Rady's Shell music venue, and it looks great. All right, you guys, this looks so much different. So I'm right behind the new the Rady's Shell, the new Symphony out in South Embarcadero. You can see it behind me. If you had ever been out here before, you probably remember this was like this is grass and there were trees, and it's all gone. It's just one straightaway. It's like a sidewalk with benches, so it looks pretty cool. So I liked it the way it was, and I think it's probably a little bit better now. So I know when they first started construction, they took out all the exercise equipment, which I was a little bit pissed off about because I used to use it. One of the few people who did. And I just never came out here, but I came out here about 5 months ago and I realized that they put all new outdoor exercise equipment on the other side of the island by the basketball courts. So yeah, my bad. You can also check out the Midway Museum, or if you want to go on like a real aircraft carrier. So it's pretty amazing. It's a must do. You can hop on a bay tour with like Hornblower or Flagship. They'll take you around for a couple hours the entire San Diego Bay. You can also hop on the ferry from the boardwalk or from the Harbor Walk, and you can shoot over to Coronado. For number 4 is something just about everyone living in San Diego has done, and if you're thinking about living here, make plans to do so. So go visit Petco Park. Unfortunately, if you're a fan of another ball club, this is a tough year for you to do so. When the Padres are not so good, the ballpark is flooded with opposing teams' fans. It's really tough to go see a Padre game, especially as the season goes on. It just gets more and more lopsided, more and more opposing fans, less and less Padre fans. But when the Padres are good, like right now, the park is going to be filled with brown and gold jerseys. Petco is probably one of the best, if not the best, ballpark in Major League Baseball. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I'm a Padre fan, but it's pretty good. It's fairly newish, and it's always constantly being upgraded. Every year, they add or change things, so it's better. It's filled with local craft breweries, local restaurants are represented there. It's super kid-friendly, and it's very, very easy to navigate. All right, so I'm out in front of Petco Park, one of my favorite things to do in San Diego. This is going to be one of a few different entrances you can use to enter all the ball games. For myself, I love going Friday nights. That's definitely my favorite night to go. If you're into like giveaways like towel night or bobblehead night, that type of stuff, that would be like Saturdays is when they do that. Military Appreciation Day would be Sundays. And then it's always fun too if you can get away from work to catch like a midday weekday game. So I always have a lot of fun at those as well. So it's an awesome thing to do here in San Diego. Go to a Padres game at Petco Park. For number 5, if you're an animal lover like me, this is amazing. If you're not an animal lover, then we not only have the world famous San Diego Zoo in Balboa Park, but we also have the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. So both are equally awesome in my opinion. But the Safari Park is going to be like much bigger with enclosures that are kind of set up to be more like being in the wild versus the zoo in Balboa Park that has great enclosures and displays that they're always upgrading. But it's more like what you would probably kind of expect from a new from like a normal zoo. So that being said, it's anything but a normal zoo. It's world class. Both are great places to visit. The zoo in Balboa Park is super easy to get to for anyone in Central Metro San Diego area. It's also close for anyone near like the 5805, 163 freeway systems. The Safari Park is out near San Pasqual and Escondido. So San Pasqual, by the way, is also fun. Wine tasting in San Diego is actually kind of new to me. I didn't realize we had that. I'll leave that for another video. For number 6, it's going to be food related, kind of like number 2, except this is going to be for breakfast or maybe brunch, more so like a breakfast. There are so many great places to start the day in San Diego. This is not my recommendation on where to throw back endless bottomless mimosas. That can be fun, but that would probably be an entirely different type of video. But this is where I like to go to actually eat and be able to enjoy the rest of the day and not be like super blitzed. My favorite place is going to be the Mission. All right, so this is going to be the Mission on the corner of J and 13th. It's the one I'm usually going to these days. I used to go to the one in Mission Beach because that's where I used to live. But this one's really close to where I live now. So this is the one I go to. They're both awesome. For number 7, I like to hike. So I love being outdoors, and one of the great things about San Diego is you do not have to go far to hit a great hiking trail. If I don't feel like driving far, I usually head to probably Mission Trails. So it's close, and it feels, it feels like you're almost like in the middle of nowhere for parts of it. But the views from the peaks at Mission Trails are spectacular. Cowles Mountain is the most popular, the most well-known, and it probably has the best views. It's not easy, but it's not that difficult to climb. I highly recommend trying some hiking at Mission Trails if you haven't already. There are a ton of other options for getting outdoors and hiking in San Diego as well. You can head out to maybe like the desert. Anza Borrego's cool. Or you could head like inland into like past Ramona, kind of like San Diego's mountains, kind of near like William Heights Park, if you know where that is. But there's just tons and tons of good options. All right, so those are 7 things I like to do. Let me know what you like to do in San Diego in the comments. I'm always interested in what everybody else is doing for fun in San Diego, and I'm always looking for new fun things to do myself. So let us know. And don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button if you found this content useful or entertaining. Publishing videos at least once a week these days, usually more, so check back soon. If you're looking for your next video, I recommend checking this one out. I think you're gonna like it, and have an amazing day, and I will see you on the next one.